We are excited to connect you with knowledge and tips to help make your life easier as we continue this podcast series with the Hillsborough County Tax Collector's Office. I'm Grayson Comp. I'm here with your elected tax collector, Nancy Milan. Nancy, it's great to see you.
Thank you, Grayson. I appreciate this.
I'm excited to be able to share knowledge with folks about the work you do here at the Tax Collector's Office because it really affects people's lives, not just in terms of being that financial engine that keeps the county moving, but there's specific services I need, driver's licenses, IDs, and titles and registration.
Yes.
Right? And how does that work? You guys, it's a state document, but you handle it here at the Hillsborough Tax Collector's
That's
Office.
correct. We handle it here, and as you know, there's so many folks coming in from out of state, and one of the biggest questions that we get is, how do I title my vehicle, or how do I register my vehicle here in Florida? You have 30 days from the time you move and decide that this is going to be your home. If you get a job here, or if you enroll your children here, then obviously you are becoming a permanent resident of Hillsborough County. And so then you have to go through that process. Not only will you have to renew your driver's license, but then obviously you'll need to register your vehicle here in Florida and in Hillsborough County. And so then there's documents that you'll have to present. For a title, you'll have to bring in, if you own that title, bring in your original title with you. You'll have to have proof of Florida insurance at that time.
All right.
And then of obviously your ID. We'll have to have the vehicle at the location because we also have to do a VIN check.
Okay, so that's the vehicle identification number.
That's correct. So we'll have to do that. So we always make sure that people know to bring the vehicle in. Sometimes they will try to come in and register the vehicle.
You have the paperwork, but you don't have
the vehicle. So then we'll obviously have to send you home and you have to come back. So those are important things. Again, there is a list of items, a checklist that's on our website, and that I would highly recommend folks come in and look at that before they actually visit our office so that you have everything prepared before you come into our office.
There's a lot of paperwork that you have to bring when you're trying to maybe do this renewal. If I'm confused about what that should be or if I have questions, the website, the phone number, lots of ways to get answers.
Yes,
right?
There's lots of ways to get answers, especially when you're re-registering from another state coming into Hillsborough County. You have 30 days. We want to make sure that vehicle is present so that we can do a VIN check, a vehicle ID identification number that needs to be checked before we actually transfer that to a license plate, a Florida plate. So there's a number of things that have to be done prior to. So we want to make sure that everyone is well prepared. So we encourage you to go on the website, or if you have questions, so please give us a call. The number is on the screen right now. We are happy to help. Again, we want to try to make this transition and your stay in Hillsborough County or home the best place to be. Easy as possible, and without any hiccups. So we want to make sure that all of the information is out there on our website. Again, and we're here to serve our customers and answer any questions they may have.
If I'm doing the title or registration for my car coming from out of state, I need to bring the vehicle. Do I need to bring my wife? Like, if it's a joint ownership situation, do I need to have both people there so you know who we are?
Yes, you do. You'll have to bring that in. Also, you need Florida insurance too. Before you come in, make sure you get your car insured here in the state of Florida. So, and you'll have to bring that in. If you have the title as well, you'll have to bring that in to make sure that everything gets transferred over.
And these aren't your rules that you just cooked up here in Hillsborough County. We're following state law to do this,
exactly.
Right? That makes sense. If I'm transferring a title or titling vehicle, do I wait and sign everything right in front of you? How does that work?
We encourage people to come in and have it signed in front of our customer service representative. Like that, there are no questions or something that is signed on the wrong line. So this is actually just makes that transition and that transaction a lot easier, so they can walk you through it, and so that there is no complications or doubts in your mind that if you're doing it right. So we highly encourage people to come in and we can help you through that.
Gotcha. We're talking, I think of the physical fancy title document, but a lot of folks have an electronic title now. Talk to me about what an electronic title is and how that works.
Well, if you're like me and sometimes, you forget where you put things at, I highly encourage, the electronic title is the best because you're only going to need it actually when you're going to sell the vehicle or transfer the vehicle to another person. Mm-hmm. So that's essentially the only time you're going to need that title. If you need it, we can actually print it for you in-house and for a small fee, we'll be able to give you that title. So that's just something just that it's held with the state, and then you print it on demand when needed.
That's great. So if I'm bringing a title from bringing a car from out of state, I need to go ahead and bring that vehicle in. But if I'm dealing with just a renewal of a Florida license plate or a lot of other services, I can get access to that online.
That's
through
correct.
What you're doing, and even kiosks you guys have. Tell me
Yes.
about these kiosks.
These
Again, this isn't if I'm
kiosks-
titling anew, but if I'm
Correct.
renewing my driver's license.
Just if you're renewing your title, renewing your registration,
Right.
not your title. Renewing your registration, it's so easy. Go online, you can renew it, and you get it within a couple days. You can also renew and pick up at one of our locations. You just schedule the time and location that you like to pick it up, and go to the front desk, and they'll hand it to you upon you presenting your ID. We also have kiosks that are located in different Publixes around the county. Serves just like an ATM, and you enter your tag information, your name, put your credit card information in, and out comes a decal that you can just put on your vehicle. So on the spot.
Is remarkable. With my own vehicle registration, I'm in the process of renewing it, and I went online. It was so easy, but I ran into an obstacle. It said that I had some unpaid toll that I was not aware of.
Yes.
That happens to folks, but then you guys can walk people through that if that
That's
happens.
correct. We have made great strides in working with the different toll agencies here in Hillsborough County and signed different agreements so that we can take those payments. Again, we want to make it as easy as possible, so you are able to come in to our office, clear that toll, and renew at the same time. So if you're trying to do that online, you may not be able to do it, again, because of that toll violation.
Right.
So once you clear the toll and it goes through the system, and then it will allow you to renew. So you just have to give it a little bit of time. That is a big pain point for a lot of folks. Another one is the insurance. If you had a lapse, even a day lapse in your insurance for your vehicle, you may have a stop on your registration. And so we have implemented an online affidavit where you are able to fill out a form. We check it, we verify, and then we clear it so that you are then able to renew your registration online without having to come in.
Oh, that's a lot of roadblocks.
Yes.
You're talking about my terrible reference. Roadblocks to your registration, but you're clearing them out, which is really important.
Yes, our job is to try to make your visit with our office as easy as possible. Again, with online services and then leveraging technology is our goal. We want to make it easy and painless.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you joining us for the podcast series. For Nancy Milan, I'm Grayson Kahn.